All right, something near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
Something that I've preached about. Something that I hope Jaded Courts doesn't get upset about because I'm bringing this up.
Wow, there's a name from the past.
This is something that I did not put together. This is a report that was put together, but unfortunately it mentions certain ethnics of a certain, sexuality.
Scandinavian men?
Yeah, probably.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So get this, and I think you can draw your own conclusions once you hear what the what subject material is.
Okay.
Anal cancer is on the rise in the U.S., and almost all cases are linked to HPV.
Yuck. On a lot of levels, yuck.
Well, you'll get the message here once I start reading this.
I already got a vivid picture of man-eating man-ass.
No. You're totally off base.
All right.
Anal cancer is on the rise in the United States, according to the study published on Tuesday in the Journal of National Cancer Institute.
Okay.
After examining cancer diagnosis and death data from 2001 to 2016,
okay,
certain types of anal cancer has doubled, while others have tripled over that time period, and anal cancer deaths have increased too.
Okay.
HPV, a common sexually transmitted disease, is linked to most of these anal cancers.
Well, all right.
Now, HPV typically, until recently, is a virus that your immunity system, most people's immunity system, it will just wipe it out as soon as it gets into your system. Most people's immunity systems are immune to it. As soon as they discover an HPV virus in your system, it'll attack it and wipe it out.
Right.
If you've got a strong immunity system.
Okay.
But as with anything that, doesn't get the right attention over time, it just becomes stronger.
Right.
All right. Now you're going to probably get the implication here pretty soon.
Okay.
Anal cancer is on the rise in the United States, according to the study published on Tuesday. After examining anal cancer diagnosis, the death data from 2001 to 2016, and comparing it to years prior, the researchers determined that the number of localized anal cancer rates where the cancer was found only in the anus had doubled, and that distanced the anal cancer rate where the cancer spread to other parts of the body had tripled. In total, there were an estimated 69,000 cases of anal cancer and more than 12,000 anal cancer-related deaths during that 15-year period. The researchers also found that most common strain of anal cancer, called squamous cell carcinoma, increased by 2.7% every year from 2001 to 2016, and that anal cancer death rates increased 3.1% annually for the same time period. Any thoughts here so far?
Does it coincide with the rise of acceptance of homosexuality?
There might be something to it, but black people between the ages of 23 and 38 and white women experienced the greatest rise in anal cancer over the 15-year period.
Black men and white women?
It didn't say that. It just said black people.
Okay.
And from the ages of 23 and 38, and white women experienced the greatest rise in anal cancer over the 15-year period. So what do you draw from that conclusion there, Mr. Aiken?
Is it a jungle fever thing?
Mm-mm.
That they're what, the most irresponsible?
No. Well, maybe that part.
Okay, what? Go ahead.
A lot of people are taking it in the ass.
Oh, more than in the old days?
Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's that.
So more and more women are accepting getting fucked in the ass.
Oh, yeah. There's truth to that.
Mm-hmm. Men are the carriers of HPV.
So they're getting the HPV and then sticking it in the poop shooter.
Exactly.
I get it.
Uh-huh. So that therein lies a correlation between permissiveness, perhaps the rise in pornography. Oh yeah, get it to me in the ass. Come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So now we're paying the price.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a religious person, you might go, see, that's God's punishment.
Really? Is it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're a religious person, you're going, yep, see?
Okay. Where in the Bible does it say about not fucking each other in the ass?
Well, I don't know, but my point is that's usually the outcome of stuff like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The data supports a troubling trend doctors have been experiencing over the past decade. Virginia Schaefer, colorectal surgeon and associate professor at Emory University Cancer Institute, who wasn't involved in the study. It gives us numbers to what we're already expecting, she said. HPV, the most common STD in the United States, is linked to 91% of anal cancers, according to the CDC.
Wow.
91%.
That would be a lot.
So you always hear these commercials and whatnot, about getting, rectal examinations or, doing these tests for ass cancer.
Yeah.
But the thing is they're telling you 91% is due to HPV.
Yeah, well. So people are fucking around and fucking their chick in the ass and giving them cancer.
Yeah, that's it.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Annual pap smears can help doctors detect cervical cancer, another cancer linked to HPV in women, but anal cancer testing isn't as common.
Right.
How many people have you ever known said, man, I think I need to be checked for anal cancer? I've been taking it in the ass quite a bit lately. And maybe it's probably a good thing if I go get myself checked.
Yeah. Might have to share this story with somebody.
According to Planned Parenthood, there's at least 12 types of HPV that can lead to cancer, including anal, cervical, mouth, and throat cancer.
Yum.
So if you like to eat that pussy, you're subject to that.
Yeah.
Not all HPV cases are cancer-causing, though. An estimated 79 million men and women have HPV at any given time, according to the American Sexual Health Association, and those cases include more than 100 types of HPV.
Lord.
HPV is spread through the skin-to-skin contact, and although condoms can prevent the spread of HPV, the contraceptive isn't guaranteed to stop a person from getting it. The HPV vaccine is effective at preventing the disease and cancers caused by it, but it has only been available since 2006, so people who were already exposed aren't as protected.
Right.
Most of the time, people with HPV don't show any symptoms, which could be why the STD is so common. Some types of HPV can cause genital, foot, or hand warts.
Oh, yum.
Do you have any hand warts, Chris?
No. No hand warts.
Oh, yeah, give me a foot job.
There's a lot of fucking foot job porn out there. I've never really got a foot job.
Foot job?
Foot job! I've never really wanted a chick to be fucking digging her goddamn heel into my ball sack.
Right.
No, thank you.
Most people with the infection don't experience any serious health consequences. In fact, people with low-risk HPV often see the STD go away on its own with no treatment, which is what I said. Mm-hmm. Parenthood and 9 out of 10 HPV cases resolve themselves in about 2 years' time.
Right.
So your own immunity system sort of just like knocks it out.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, but some of this stuff, all this fucking in the ass lately, not so good.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
In June, Desperate Housewife actress Marsha Cross talked about her own anal cancer diagnosis, which she received a year and a half prior. Mm-hmm. So what have you been doing, Marsha?
Apparently taking a big hard dick in her ass.
Apparently so. Mm-hmm. Cross appeared on CBS this morning saying that the doctors believe her anal cancer came from the same strain of HPV that caused her husband, Tom Mahoney's throat cancer. So he was down there eating that pussy.
Or the ass. He might have been just eating her ass.
He could have been. Mahoney was diagnosed in 2009 and went into remission after treatment. But his cancer came back around the same time Cross was diagnosed with anal cancer.
Jesus God. Just thinking about this. You know, she's in the shower rubbing her asshole extra clean to make sure so that this guy will eat her ass. And this guy's eating her ass.
And giving her HPV at the same time.
Just spreading cancer all over her bunghole.
Right.
Good Lord.
See, that's what I'm saying. I know there are people who are ashamed. You have cancer. No, that's not what they're ashamed of. It's just like, man, I got HPV cancer.
No, none of it's what. Neither of those is what they're ashamed of. What they're ashamed of is everybody knows that they're taking it in the poop chute.
That's kind of what I was trying to say. Is I've got HPV style cancer, and you only get that if you're taking it in the chili ring.
Yeah, it's like. Marsha, turn around, or Marsha's walking away and somebody's looking at her going, yeah, somebody stuck their dick up in there. Some infected cock went up in that asshole. That's what's going on.
Exactly. You have to then also feel ashamed like you did something bad. Yeah, you took it in the ass. Yeah. Mom always said, don't take it in the ass.
Yeah, how about this? If you can't say it proudly, then you should have some shame in it.
Right.
If you can't walk up to somebody and say, yeah, I proudly take dick in the ass.
Yeah, I like to take it up the butt.
Yeah, if you can't say that proudly, then fucking you should have some shame.
Yeah.
So, I hate to tell you that, but, you know, my one friend, and I don't know if I should say.
Okay, Rover.
But
I have this friend who has ass cancer.
Right, I will. Stephanie likes to get fucked in the ass. And she's proud of it. She'll tell you straight up that she's into it. So therefore, you know, she has no shame to that. But somebody like this Marsha Cross, she has absolute shame in it.
Yeah.
There's shame in it. There's no shame in it. If that's what you like, that's what you like.
Right.
You liked it, and unfortunately, in your case, you fucking had a diseased tongue licking your fucking fart box. Shit.
It's interesting those choice of words you put all together. Licking you in the fart box. Shit.
Oh. That's what it is. Sorry.
Like you did something bad, you know, because it took up residence in your anus. It took up residence there. It's like little trolls rolling off his tongue. Hey, we're home, fellas.
It's more like an ulcer.
Yeah.
It's just a growing disease in your asshole.
Right.
That's what it is. It's not some guy hanging out there. You know, hey, what's up? Oh, I'm just hanging out here in the asshole. Oh, it's a fucking disease.
Right. I mean, come on, really? There's enough on your plate, Cross told CBS News chief. Just last week, she spoke out again at the Atlantic Peoples versus Cancer Conference in New York, saying, highly recommends the digital rectal exam that first picked up her cancer in addition to the regular pap smears for women.
Unfortunately, it was her guy's 11th digit.
So there you are, kids.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out.
You do. Dude, I will say one of the most uncomfortable conversations I've ever had was when I talked about this shit with Ricky Rocket from Poison. Was that last year, 2 years ago?
He had that mouth cancer, right? Tongue cancer?
Yeah. And we talked about it. And talked about it fairly graphically, I think.
Well, what has he got to lose? I mean, I'm sure he had 1 million groupies on the road, and he probably ate a lot of that tainted pussy.
Sure he did. He had to pay for it, but luckily he lived through it, got through it, and is better now. But
yeah,
it was definitely an uncomfortable conversation, though, talking to him about fucking eating ass.
So there you are, kids.
Yep, there it is.
Even if you're a straight white male, or female, you're not immune to being ravaged by some kind of disease due to your irresponsible actions.
Shit, even if it's even more irresponsible, because even if you're using a condom and pretending you're responsible, you're not. It said right there that
it's not 100%. Yeah, they said it's not 100%. I mean, they said it cuts down on it, but it's not necessarily a foolproof thing.
If it's skin to skin, is it like sweat transferred? I mean,
well, it's body fluids. It's body fluid to body fluid.
But it's not just cum. It could potentially be sweat.
It could be in your saliva. It could be in your sweat. It's in your system.
Put a little dribble on her chest or something,
Yeah.
Yeah. Might have fucking between the tit cancer, whatever that is.
Exactly.
Gully cancer.
So, yeah.
Wait a minute, David. Pulled pork does not taste like ass. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it doesn't taste like a penny.
Pulled pork is wonderful.
Yeah.
Ass is not so wonderful.
Right.
Definitely not. Plus, eating ass is a real mind fuck. I don't know. Have you ever put your tongue up a chick's ass or in a chick's ass?
I will say that I've had my dalliances. How's that?
All right. And was it more of a mind fuck than it was enticing or exciting?
Well, it was more. Again, I'm gonna apply the Deep Purple defense here. The chase is better than the catch.
Yeah, I'm with you. The whole thing. I mean, just even fuck. I've never been a fan of fucking a chick in the ass, but I've definitely fucking eaten an ass or three, and just it's not good. And it really is a mind fuck. You sit there the whole time. I swear to God, maybe it's just me being overthinking shit, but the whole time you're like, please don't let me catch a fucking stray fucking nugget of fucking
goodness.
Shit. Don't let me get any fucking brown on my tongue,
right.
Please.
Nothing brown.
Nothing that's if it feels like peanut butter, I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Right.
I think I've done it 3 times, and all 3 times I was like, I'm just not into it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the chase is better than the catch.
Yeah, well, I don't want to catch it or chase it.
Right.
Yes,
and in this case, apparently people are catching all kinds of shit. Literally.
Yeah. I have to wonder, though, if a girl has ass cancer and you fuck her in the pussy, doesn't that fucking leave you, like, still susceptible to HPV?
Well, HPV typically, now I'm not saying it doesn't at all. I'm just saying typically the guys are the carriers and they give it to the chicks.
Okay, so it doesn't go the other way.
But you got guys like a Ricky Rocket or a Michael Douglas who have had some kind of like a mouth cancer, tongue cancer that they attribute to HPV, but that's because it must have been a strain or their immune system did not kill it off.
Right. Okay.
But it's rare.
Mm-hmm.
Or should I say rear?
It's rear.
But HPV style cancers are not most common with men.
All right. Enough of this conversation. Speaking of no.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. It's been another great show. It's been fun. I always like to hear Chris get wound up on some of these subjects.
Shit. Can I pick the closing song?
You can.
I'm going to send you to YouTube. The band is called Lagwagon.
Lagwagon? I've heard their name before.
And, of course, it's a cover, and it's very appropriate for right now.
Okay.
They did a cover of Van Morrison's Brown Eyed Girl.
All right.
So that's perfect. Lagwagon, check it in.
Do you think Van Morrison had, that in mind when he sang Brown Eyed Girl?
Probably not, but us sick fucks took it that way, in that direction.
Well, that's offensive to me. I'm offended.
Oh, let me apologize then.
And I'm shocked.
Neely, if anybody was hurt by what I just said there, I would like to apologize to anybody that has brown eyes or likes it in their brown eye. I'd just like to apologize for being offensive, and I hope you can forgive me.
Right.
And please don't fire me.
All right. All right. Well, Chris has been exonerated, so he'll return for another week.
Thank God.
But you're on probation, pal.
All right. I'll watch my P's and Q's.
Exactly. All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. We're going to leave you with some Lagwagon cover version of the Van Morrison tune Brown Eyed Girl. So until next Saturday night, this is Neely along with my very good friend
Riz Hagan.
And we're gone.
Bye, kitties.